Hey y'all, welcome in. I'll try not to. I'll try my best not to. It's tarot tea time. I'm just doing a little bike ride in the park. Thank you guys for joining. Drop a like if you haven't already and subscribe. I'm doing well, thanks. Can you guys hear me okay? They said do a wheelie. I don't know if I could do a wheelie. I gotta look into that. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Let's see how fast I could go now. We're gonna book it. We'll get there eventually. Keep on doing lives and we'll get there. I appreciate you. I try to be nice. I'm not nice all the time, but I do try to be nice. Can you guys hear me okay, or is the audio kind of bad? Drive through some garden. You mean like the grass? Drop a like, y'all. Like and subscribe. Okay, thank you so much for confirming. You could hear me. Because sometimes the wind makes it hard to hear. I don't have my tarot cards right now, but I usually do tarot readings. You guys are new here, but I like to bike ride, so that's what I'm doing right now. So I've just been going through this path. This park is very big, so I'm just gonna keep going. I will, thank you so much. Safety first, always. Trust me, I've been biking a long time. I've only had a couple, minor crash outs, but no, that hasn't happened in a long time. So no need to worry. Guys, look at these squirrels. Oh my god, I don't know if you could see them. I see like maybe 5 squirrels. I'm not even exaggerating. 5 or 6, like all in the same place. 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, it's crazy. This is their home. You guys have squirrels where you're at? Oh, this little guy's chomping on a little nut. You see that? Oh my goodness. Oh, he is just chomping away. And his brother over there. Oh my goodness. Here's a little baby. Okay, there's like 10. And I'm gonna get a little freaked out, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave them be. All right, I don't want to mess around with what they have going on there. It's their home, I'm just visiting. Okay, which way? I'm gonna follow the yellow brick road. All right. Taking care of someone. I wish I could pop a wheelie. That would be fun. I never understood how people do that. I never really understood it, but I also never tried, so. Show me your bike. My phone is attached to the phone stand right now, but if I take a break and unattach it, I will definitely show you. Yes, there were like 10 squirrels, right? That was kind of crazy. I guess they live there, like that's their little home. I don't think I've seen so many squirrels in one place at once like that. That's kind of nuts. It's a nice breezy day. Perfect day for a bike ride. Okay, I just pulled over, so I will show you the bike to whoever requested. It's a Velotric. I never know how to pronounce that. Velotric? I don't know. It's a white, white bike. I got my setup here. Yup. It's an e-bike, so it goes up to like 25, 30. I like her. That's where I keep the phone. I like her. She does the trick, she goes fast. There are a lot of settings that I don't even take advantage of, like boost, eco. You could like even signal, Thank you, I appreciate you. I like her too. She has been giving me some issues, so I had to take her to the repair shop a few times. So yeah, that's the only thing, but she's working well. Like one time I had a flat tire, I had a problem with the battery, but I feel like with anything, it just takes maintenance. Unfortunately. Bike, car, whatever it is. Drop a like, y'all, if you haven't already. Just like and subscribe. You know the deal. Remind you. What are y'all up to today? Such a beautiful day. My name is Shay. On this I go by Tarot Tea Time. That's I guess my professional name, but my house name is Shay. Yeah, I got you. This beautiful untouched field. So pretty. This park is so big, it's crazy. Should I keep going, y'all? What do you think? Me? I'm feeling a little camera shy right now. Oh, snap. That was totally an accident. Yeah, I'm feeling a little camera shy. I just basically went through a wind tunnel. I've been out here for like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. So, yeah. But you could check out my channel, Jason. Check out my channel. I have videos, I do lives, so I show my face there. So, you could see me there. But right now, I'm just... Thank you. Oh my God, if you saw that glimpse, oh no. I was looking a little crazy. Okay, we're gonna be exploring a little bit more. How'd you find me, Jason? Were you just scrolling through YouTube? Or did you search up something? Thank you, thank you. I will bike safe. I will, I will, I will. As always, safety first, always. Safety is always first, y'all. Because the last thing y'all want to see is me crash out. And that has happened before. I have crashed out, not in a long time, but I had a total wipeout a couple times. So it's all part of, you know, the experience with anything. You know what I mean? Whatever you do, you know, it's not always going to run 100% smoothly, you know what I mean? So you're going to crash out, you're going to wipe out at times, and you got to get back up, you know what I mean? That's what you got to do. But, you know, obviously safety first, of course. You're from India, cool. Are you there right now? Or is that where you're originally? Oh, enough about me. Enough about me. That's, you know, you don't want to hear all that. Maybe I'll do a story time and share more details. But I am from America. There's an American flag there, as you could probably see. I am in the States. Over there. Now let's say the bath. I am from the States, one of the 50. Y'all can think guesses if you like. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Isn't it so fun, like, building online connections with people? Like, last night, I'm not gonna lie, I was on TikTok till like 3, 4 in the morning because the conversation just got so good. I was like on TikTok live, and I never really do that. And I was just chatting with people, and it was just so fun and carefree. I mean, it did get toxic at times, as I feel TikTok can sometimes do. TikTok live especially, when you get to like people debating and it's just like, no, I'm right, no, I'm right. No, but it was nice to like have that online community and just like chat with people. What's going on? Thanks for joining. Where am I going now? Apparently in a big circle, because I think I was just here like a few minutes ago. So apparently I just keep going in circles. So we'll see. What's up, y'all? We got quite a bit of people in here. Drop a like. I'm on a bike ride right now. Drop a like, drop a subscribe. I want to see those numbers up, y'all. Let's get them up. It's tarot tea time in the house right now. Actually, not in the house. We're in the park right now. Biking away, building some online connection. You know what I mean? Some community. You guys like to bike ride? What do you guys like to do for fun in the summertime? Everyone's different. You guys like to play sports, you like to travel, go to the beach, hang out with friends, movie nights. What's going on? Why what? Thanks for saying hi, y'all. Share your names if you'd like. Share where you're tuning in from. You know what I mean? This is like a safe community for everybody. Yeah, you like to sweat? What do you like to do? You like to run outside? Or you like to like go in a sauna and sweat it out? Do I like to sweat? I like to like work out, not necessarily sweat, but I do like to like do some, you know, workouts, some like little HIIT exercises here and there, you know what I mean? I like to bike ride, obviously. Yeah, I like to hike. You like to lay on the street and cook? Nice. That's interesting. Tell me more about that. Lay on the street and cook. Are you saying at the same time, or are you saying those two separate things? And what do you like to cook? What's your go-to meal? I don't think I've ever laid on the street and cooked before. I've done those two things separate. Yeah. I used to play like softball, volleyball, basketball. I did a little tennis, but tennis wasn't my favorite. I think my favorite was volleyball. That was fun. I like softball too. I was first base. I was pitcher at one point. I was third base. Third base, you do need like a good arm because you got to keep throwing to first base all the time. And I didn't really have that. I was a better at catching, so I think that's why they had me at first base, because I would catch all the balls. So I'd catch everything. But they did put me as catcher once, and I hated it. I hated it so bad because as catcher, you obviously need all that equipment, and you gotta like squat the whole time, the whole game. You're squatting, and I couldn't squat like that. It hurt. So that was my least favorite position. I didn't like outfield too much because at that age it was like boring. Like not a lot of girls were like hitting back there. So I just like play in the dirt, whatever. There was nothing to do. Yeah, so I liked first base. I liked pitcher, but then I started, I did the pitcher and the softball pitching. You have to like windmill. When we hit a certain age, we did the windmill. So it's like around the, you know, like windmill motion. And that was sometimes difficult. And then the girls started like really like getting closer to like 8th grade or high school. They started like really taking it seriously, obviously. And it got like way too difficult. So, sure, Pisces. I don't have my cards right now, but what I know about Pisces is they're a water sign. They're emotional. They're an emotional sign. Cancer, Pisces are more emotional. So they're more in their heart space, sensitive, big on interpersonal relationships, can feel very deeply emotionally. So a lot of them I feel are empaths. This is my take. I'm not an expert on like astrology and the signs and the characteristics. This is just my like personal observations really, and what I know about them and Pisces in my life. They're really funny. They're really funny signs. They're really great friends, really great people to talk with, entertaining people. If you wanted like a Pisces read, I don't have my cards right now. I'll probably get on live and do a reading. What's today, Monday? Probably on either tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll do that. I'll do an all signs reading. You can also look at my last one. I did an all signs, my last live. If you skip through a little bit, I did from Aries to Pisces, a quick read, so like a mini read. So you can check that out. My very last live, I did that. I also did a what's the tea reading. It was a timeless reading. I did that a couple years ago, or like a year ago or something. That's a timeless reading. You could do the what's the tea reading if you go on my videos. That wasn't a live, that was a video one. So you could check that out if you'd like. Yeah, of course. Thanks for your question. I love the interaction. I do. It's really keeping me entertained right now. Like I was just listening to music earlier and biking. I was like, yeah, let me like go home. But then I was like, no, like let me go on live. Let me see what's going on. Um, where are you guys from? I've got one person from India. Where's everyone else from? Thank you for the likes, all. It is a nice place. I love this place. It's a nice park. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely one of my happy places for sure. On a nice spring or summer day, it's really nice to get out here. There's a lot of people out right now walking, the dogs, taking the kids out, you know. So, and you know, I feel it's really important like to get out in nature. So depending on where you live, it could be easier, it could be harder. If it's more of like a metropolitan area, more of a rural area, could be like more difficult or easier. But yeah, it's definitely important for us to get out in nature, get some sunlight, be exposed to the air, the fresh air, build some community, meet up with friends, be social, you know what I mean? Or go online and, you know, interact with people there. Um, it's really helpful for mental health, spiritual health, overall health, all of that. So definitely good to tend to all of that. What's you guys' favorite thing to do on a nice summer day or summer evening? You guys have any like favorite top things to do? Are you more like movie people, social media people? Go out with friends? Go out to the park? What do you guys like to do? What's your top, your go-to? For me, biking, going out for walks. Um, I like to travel. Oh my god, that dog is so cute. I like to travel. Obviously, I can't do that all the time. I'm driving faster. Yeah, I got it up a little bit. I think today I got it up to about 20. This bike goes to 30, I think, like 25 to 30. I did get it up to about 20 today, 20 miles an hour. So it's really fun to go faster. You just have to make sure no one's around, you know. You don't have to like quickly stop or brake or anything. You just have like an open road to like go faster a little bit, even if it's for like a few seconds. It's fun. Like this is 10 miles an hour. This is like 12. Obviously when there's like a lot of people around, it can't be going like too fast, you know, don't want to scare anybody. But yeah, if it's just like me in an open road, you know, later in the evening or something, I will try to go 25 or so. What else do I like to do? I like to listen to music. I like to get on YouTube Live, talk with people. I like to go on TikTok. However, I don't have a TikTok account linked to Tarot Tea Time. I have a separate one, but I'll probably make that at some point and see what traction we get there. We'll see. Play it by ear. You guys like TikTok? Are you guys on TikTok a lot? Or is it mostly YouTube? And YouTube people. It's always a good time. Oh, 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 oh. At nighttime, this place does get like not scary, but it's so big that it's like easy to get lost because I have done it before. Oops. Found myself here and it was like dark. I was meeting someone else, me and a friend, and we totally got lost because everything started looking the same. We were like, oh my god, were we on this path or was that somewhere else? That tree, this tree. And yeah, we were totally lost. It was crazy. And we were panicking for a little bit because we were on foot. It's not like we had bikes or anything to get like around like quicker. So we totally like were on foot and we thought like, you know, a nice little night walk in the park would be fun, and it totally was. But you know, when hours passed and we were like, oh my god, like where did we park? Like where are we? It was just a little difficult, you know. But eventually we did find our way back. Thank the Lord. You know, just took a little bit of critical thinking, I guess. My sign is Virgo. That's my sun sign. I'm a Virgo sun, Gemini moon, and Taurus rising. So I got some earth and I got some air in my big three. Yep, I'm a Virgo. I don't think we should feed the squirrels, but I think they feed themselves. But yeah, that's my big three. Virgos, we are practical, hardworking, we are diligent, we're good friends, value relationships, ride or die type of sign. And our downside, sometimes we could be overly critical sometimes of ourselves, sometimes others, but mostly ourselves. We are perfectionists, which can be good, a blessing and a curse, right? If you're a perfectionist. So we like things a certain way, and if it's not that way, you'll get a little ticked off. You know, like that OCD type of energy, I guess. And no, but we are great friends, great people. You know, hardworking, value like ethics and integrity. So that's what I know about Virgo, at least. It's always a good time. I haven't seen tire swings in a long time. Very low. Oh, no bicycles. Says no bicycles, okay. According to you, which sign is the best one? Oh my goodness. Is that a trick question? You guys are trying to get me here. I have to be diplomatic here. There's no one sign. No one best sign. We're all amazing. However, Virgos claim to most Virgos I talk to claim that they're the best. It doesn't mean that's true. It doesn't mean I believe that. I guess that's everyone's sign, right? We all probably want to be the best. I've heard a lot of Scorpios be like, no, like Scorpios run things, Gemini run things, we're the best. And that's great. I think you should take pride in your sign. But no, I can't necessarily answer that. Because it's tough. Like you can't. I don't think there is a one best sign. And most of us have multiple signs. Like we all have multiple signs in our chart.
That's the fake one.
So I see people as a mix of all signs, although it's not necessary that we all have all signs, signs in our chart, but we're all a mix of multiple signs in different placements, if that makes sense. So, wow, these people are really feeding squirrels here. So yeah, there's a little piece of all of us in all of us, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Just in different areas of life, and finances, and career, and relationships, and personal life, and and sometimes it's emphasized more. So if you have a stellium in Gemini, meaning you have 3 Gemini placements, you're gonna have those heavier Gemini characteristics. Haha! Because you're Virgo, so you're best. Haha! Of course, I had to drop that. Nah, you should take pride in your signs always. Take pride in who you are, of course. Always take pride in your sign, who you are. And I would never want to create an environment of, oh, I'm better, oh no, I'm the best, I'm better than, no. We don't do that condescending stuff here. Maybe on TikTok people do that, but not over here. I'm sorry, I don't do that. I don't. Listen, I don't know if you guys have gotten into that. I don't advise it, but it could get like very it could get slightly toxic over there in those debate area TikTok lives. Maybe I have to clean out my For You page. I heard you could do that. You could like reset it rather. Reset your For You page so that you can get a fresh, clean slate and like clean out your algorithm or whatever. Can I suggest a lucky number for Pisces? 3. 3 and 4 is my best guess on a scale of 1 to 10. 3 and 4. Or 34. That's just what's coming to mind right now. Off the dome. 34. 3, 4, 34. Or if you add those up, it could be 7. So any like variation of that. 12. 3 times 4 is 12. Have you guys checked out my channel yet? Or is this the first time you're viewing? There's some, I do celebrity tarot readings. I've done those in the past. My lives have just been like reading people who had questions. Relationship, finances, career, etc. So I'd use my tarot cards and answer their questions. I'll probably do that either tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll come back on live and do that for you guys. And then I've done a few videos, or one video I think, of what's the tea, and that's a timeless reading. So I went through Aries through Pisces and done a quick what's the tea reading on that. So that's a timeless reading if you want to check that one out. But yeah, I mostly done celebrity readings I haven't done a pick a card reading yet. I tried that once and I didn't like the way the video came out. 7, it's been unlucky for me because whatever number I add up, it's just 7. Oh yeah? So where can I ask where you used that number 7? Where have you used it? That it's been unlucky. Bike number? Okay. And that's been unlucky for you? I believe in numerology for sure. There are some like readers online who talk about the significance of numerology and numbers, digits. My door number, your mobile number. Okay. So how has that been unlucky? It sounds like it's a prevalent number in your life. Have you been experiencing some bad luck here and there? Personally, I try to not place like an extreme amount of emphasis on like numbers, lucky numbers, things like that. I like angel numbers, for example. I'll look out for those. 1111, 333, 444, 555, things like that. If I see it in the clock, or elsewhere, I'll take it as a sign from the universe that it's a good sign, rather. And I'll also pause and be like, oh, what was I thinking of at that time? You have Pisces, 7 has been unlucky since your childhood. Okay. I wouldn't read too much into it, Jason. I hear you, definitely. But I guess like if you put more emphasis and more like belief in like this theory that 7 has been unlucky for you, you're gonna see it more, right? So if your beliefs become things, right? So if you believe, the 7's just been unlucky for you, the universe is gonna show that to you over and over again. However, if you like take a step back from that belief and be like, put it in the back seat and be like, you know what, maybe it is, maybe it's not, and kind of untangle yourself from that, trust me, you will see 7 becoming less and less relevant to you in your life in that unlucky manner. Okay? Our belief systems are very, very strong. Okay? We will like see, things pop up into our reality based on our beliefs, right? I hope that helps. I hope it helps. We could untangle that a bit more when I have my cards too. If I pop on live maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, we could do a little reading for you if you'd like that. Thank you for the question. I like it. This is a fun topic. I do believe in numerology stuff. There's a guy on YouTube and stuff. I think he's called Gary the Numbers Guy, and he talks about numerology and birth dates and celebrities and how it plays a role in who they are, their personality, their characteristics. their financial well-being, their fame status, things like that. And it's really interesting. We'll see like patterns of people born on certain days that have certain characteristics. And yeah, it definitely plays a role in like astrology, things like that. Do I study on birth year? I'm not like too big on numerology. I'm very interested in it. Numerology, astrology, things like that. I have an interest towards it, but I'm not an expert by any means. I'm more so, into tarot. So I'll have my cards and I'll give full readings using my tarot cards. But yeah, those are definitely like astrology, numerology are things that I definitely have an interest in, but can definitely learn more about. I'm by no means an expert on those things. Yeah. But definitely interesting, definitely something that I could see myself learning more about. Reading up on more astrology, numerology, how it plays a role in people's lives, things like that. Did you have a question about your birth year? You were just curious. Of course, I got you. Anytime. I love the questions. This is a really cool combo. I like this bike ride and chat. It's a fun little thing we have going on. What type of tarot do I do? I use several different tarot decks at home that I have at home. So a couple of them are oracle decks. I have some traditional tarot decks with like the traditional tarot, I guess you could say, that's been used over hundreds of years. I use that deck sometimes. I'll do oracle decks, which are like really just like images and different themes. So one of them is, for example, like a black and white theme, and it has different images, and based on what I pull and what question energy I'm asking or pulling on, different cards will come out, and I'll do the reading based on that, based on the energy of the cards. I use crystals as well to like cleanse the energy. I'll do like a intention, a quick little intention before every reading. Make sure that any energy is clear. But yeah, that's sort of the rundown of how I do my tarot. Everyone's different. All tarot readers are different. That's pretty much how I run it. I light a few candles too, cleanse the energy a little bit. But yeah, I mostly use traditional tarot cards and oracle decks, and then different cleansing, crystals and things like that. So definitely check out my other lives and my other videos when you get the chance. Can you suggest me Pisces stone? Oh, that's a good question. I actually don't know that off the top of my head. That's a really good question. You could definitely look that up, because I don't want to, give you a wrong answer there. If you look up like your birth year, you could say, ask online, or you could ask chat, some AI or something. Be like, oh, if I'm born at this date, what crystal will best benefit me, or what's my birthstone? A lot of people use their birthstone and, you know, find benefits from that. Um, I'm not an expert on that either. Um, but yeah, it's very interesting. Like, a lot of stones and crystals carry obviously different energies and have different purposes. So some will be like cleansing energies, others will be like, oh, gain confidence, um, help ground you, um, things like that. So yeah, it's really interesting to look into. For the Pisces, I would suggest, yeah, you look into what the birthstone is for that. I wish I remembered off the top of my head. Or if you know, are looking for something in particular, like, oh, you want to gain some confidence, or you want to be more grounded, you want to be more clear-headed, you could look up, either ask AI or Google, like, which crystals or which crystal combinations would be best for that. I use at home. Yeah, of course, I got you. I wish I could give you a better answer, but yeah, I'm by no means an expert on this stuff. But at home I go to a couple crystal stores, or, like, you know, crystal tarot stores, whatever you want to call them, spiritual stores. So I kind of pick and choose based on the energy I feel at the time. So I have a few rose quartz. Those are like whitish pink, like cloudy colored, like stones. And then I have amethyst, which is white. I have selenite, a selenite stick. That one I use the most for, like, cleansing. It, like, cleanses the energy each, you know, throughout the reading and before and after each tarot reading I do. Selenite. That one's, yeah, like a long, like, white crystal or stone. Black obsidian is good for, I feel like it's good for calming. I could be, you know, a little bit off there, but I feel like it calms me. Black obsidian. Tourmaline. Yeah, I have quite a few. But yeah, I definitely don't, like, you know, memorize all of the purposes and things like that, but I'm definitely just more big on energy and how it makes me feel. And yeah, I kind of scatter them throughout the, like, my little station at home when I do readings, and it helps ground me and connects me to the energy. But yeah, if you want to, like, if you're going into a certain situation where, like, say you need more confidence, you want to calm down, things like that, you know, you could look into, hey, which crystal will give me confidence, will give me a clear mind. You know, if you're going on a job interview, you could put it, you know, a citrine in your pocket or something, and it'll calm you down. These things have, like, literal, like, you know, qualities that serve different purposes. So, do you know about the people dreams? Like, what happens if they get a bad dream? People dreams, like, what happens if they get bad dreams? So I'm also not an expert on this, but I feel like dreams are definitely symbolic. It's our subconscious trying to tell us something, right? In the nighttime. And our subconscious speaks to us in, like, metaphors a lot of the time. It's usually not literal. So it'll usually exaggerate. It'll try to give us a message in a dream through, like, metaphors, and it'll exaggerate certain situations. So if you have a bad dream that you're falling off a cliff, like, things like that, it may feel like your subconscious trying to tell you, like, you may feel unsteady, you're feeling a bit unsteady and you need some grounding, and that's just your subconscious's way of telling you that, like, hey, we need some grounding right now, we're feeling a little unsteady. A lot of people have, like, recurring dreams. You know, teeth falling out, falling is a big one. Yeah, and it's just really your subconscious trying to tell you something. There's a lot of, like, not studies, but, like, research, or books rather, on dreams, dream interpretation, what they mean, different symbols in the dreams. It's a whole thing. You know, it could get very deep. You know what's Chad is really good at decoding dreams. ChatGPT, any AI, it is pretty good at like decoding those metaphors. Um, yeah. So your subconscious really just wants to help you out in the dream state. It wants to help you out in your waking state by giving you all these symbols and things like that in the dream state. Um, so, and it's also your mind's way of processing experiences, circumstances, situations that maybe you're not, you know, you can't exactly process right then and there in the waking life. So you'll like store all of these, you know, emotions and things like that for your dream states to process, if that makes sense. That's my take on it again. It was nice chatting with you too, Jason. I hope to see you again. This was a really cool combo. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for dropping in. This is a lot of fun. You really made me think of these questions. But yeah, y'all, the sun is going down, so I'm actually gonna drop off. I've been on close to an hour. Mind reading? Ooh, I don't really know about that. Mind reading. Nah, I'm not really big on that. I'm not really sure how if that's, you know, a thing. What research is out about that? That sounds like some FBI stuff. That's telepathy, right? Yeah, telepathy. I believe in it. I just don't know the extent of it, I guess. But yeah, I definitely believe in it. Telepathy in some form, you know? We're all energy, so it's like, yeah, I think that there are ways to pick up on that, on each other's energy without needing to use our five senses. I do believe in like a bit of a sixth sense there. You know? These are some awesome questions, and I'm here for it. I hope to see you again, Jason. You gotta put the notifications on, so next time I come on the live, either tomorrow or Wednesday, we could pick back up on this convo. It's really interesting. I love the questions. And hopefully at that time I'll have my deck and I'll pull some tarot on it. So like, for example, like these questions, I'll ask the tarot cards, you know, its take on these questions, and hopefully it can give me some more clarity. Because right now I'm just doing it off the dome. According to tarot, can you suggest the best for Pisces? I wish I had my cards right now. So put your notifications on for me if you haven't already, Jason. I'll come back on tomorrow and or Wednesday, and I'll have my deck and I'll give you a full reading. Okay? Whatever questions you have for me regarding your sign, regarding like if you have a question about career, relationships, personal life, yes or no questions, next 3 months, next 6 months, what's going on, what can you expect? I can get like really detailed about that. That's what I do. I get a lot of specifics. I've had, you know, a lot of clients in the past, tell me I got things spot on with certain situations, people they're dealing with, things like that. I pull in the energy, and the cards give me a lot of specifics, all right? So, yeah, of course. All right, y'all. I just hit about an hour, so I'm gonna head out. But you guys, thank you guys so much. Jason, I'll see you in a couple days, I hope. Either tomorrow or the next day. This was an awesome chat, and I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be back online either tomorrow around this time or Wednesday. All right? Oh, and if you want, you can also email me, Jason, if you'd like. My email is tarotteatime777 gmail.com. You can email me a question, or we could set up a private reading for you if you'd like, okay? All right, I'll talk to you guys later. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys soon.